as it turns out, the issue of healthcare has risen right to the top and has become, maybe the issue for the first 100 days of Congress. So it's great that I've had experience in healthcare to help make those decisions. We're starting to write a new farm bill. A new farm bill affects everybody in this room. The farm bill provides crop insurance, kind of like flood insurance, only it's for crops. So when Mother Nature bites a farmer and we have 2 or 3 dry years in a row and you don't grow any crop, the crop insurance helps keep that farmer afloat. The other thing that's in the farm bill, though, is nutrition issues. So we deal with SNAP, things like your meals at your lunch meals at home, Meals on Wheels, WIC, all sorts of things like that. I'm in charge of overseeing those, figuring out how much money we should appropriate for those and what we should do with them. So very, very important for a Kansan to be on that Ag Committee. I'm on the Science and Space Technology Committee. I'm like a kid in a candy shop there. We get to oversee NASA. We're overseeing this National Science Foundation, Institute of Health, things like that. So my background is I'm a biochemist and also a semester short nuclear engineering degree. So I love science. It's truly just a dream come true to get to interact with those professors and those PhDs who supervise NASA and NIH programs like that. And then lastly, I sit on the Small Business Committee. The Small Business Committee, for instance, we oversee the SBA, the Small Business Administration, which makes loans to help small businesses get started. So great opportunities for me to bring real life experiences to Washington. There's very few things that I've seen that people ask me about when it comes to new legislation that I haven't personally experienced. So I think it's great to have a broad background rather than the typical politician that you see in Washington who graduate from law school and then they did 6 years at the State House and then they go on to Washington. It's great that I feel like I've had some real-world experiences to make better decisions. And we're spending about $600 billion more per year than we're taking in from taxes and that type of thing. It's a really tough question. So everybody wants services from the government, and nobody wants to cut back on anything they're getting from the government, but yet we got to tackle this debt. And to me, there's 2 ways to do it. Number one is we have to grow the economy. When we grow the economy and people make more, the more money you make, the more government takes in. So the government takes 39% of my income at the federal level. And if my income went up 50%, they would get another 35 or 39% of that. Does that make sense? If you grow the economy, you're going to increase your tax base and your ability to get more tax money. So growing the economy is part of the equation. And then otherwise, we got to cut back. We need to figure out where we're going to cut back. And that's where the great discussions start. And I'm getting lots of heat across the district because President Trump basically slashed everything 15 to 20%, except military and border security, those types of things. So everybody that gets money from the government, so for instance, yesterday someone was concerned about the Peace Corps. The Peace Corps got zeroed out. He zeroed out monies for the arts and humanities. So those people are very upset with me. You've got to realize it's a budget. And my job now in the Congress is to figure out how to appropriate all those monies. So to me it's a balance. You can't do it overnight. I think we need to come up with a 5-year budget to help solving the problem. Remember Mark Twain said the reports of his death were grossly exaggerated? Yeah. It's interesting to me what the national media, what they play versus what I see happening. I'm going to come back to immigration. I'm not trying to dodge that one at all. I'm absolutely convinced that we're going to keep working on the health care bill. I kind of liken this going to Congress to playing football. You get knocked on your tail, and what do? You get back up and try again. So we got knocked back on our tail a couple weeks ago. We've been working very, very hard on it, trying to improve the bill, trying to make it even better. But I do expect to vote on some type of bill sooner than later, and I certainly hope within the next week or 2. So I think it's alive and well, and I'm not sure why the press makes artificial drop-dead dates going on here, but we need to pass a health care bill to prove to the American society that Republicans can indeed govern. That's why I just spend 2 minutes to talk about immigration, or 3 minutes before you guys break. How many minutes till we break the class? 2 minutes, okay. I think first of all, when I ever talk about immigration, I want to talk about securing the border and national security. I want to secure the borders though all the borders, from drug trafficking, from terrorists, and by the way, and add immigration issues as well. So I'm very much start off by securing the border. And then beyond that, I'm very much in favor of a work visa program, a simple work visa program that will work for agriculture in communities like Garden City. Most of the migrant worker programs are set up for temporary, seasonal type of situations. So Congress needs to work on that. But I want to